I've had some significant changes in my brain, mostly from a depression side and also from reading and writing. So because when I was born in 1961, I had part of my brain sticking out of my head, and the doctors were quite shocked, and they just basically said I was going to die. So when the fontanelle would have closed up, then they thought that the brain would have closed up and then I wouldn't be around. I couldn't really function very well at school because I had quite a lot of traumas between age 0 to age 8, actually. And both my parents used to call me dumb and stupid and useless and good for nothing and no hoper and forgetful and you'll get nowhere in life. And that's how I grew up, because I just gave up. So by the time I was 9, I had massive depression, and suicidal depression sort of set in by the time I was 13. I didn't know who I was. I didn't want to be on the planet. And from there forward, right through till I met someone who shared Cerule, I had over 40 years of suicidal depression. I'd just been come out of a broken neck and left side paralysis 3 years prior. So I was looking at this product mainly for my spine, really, because I'd had already 5 spinal breaks. I learned a bit about how the body works and how stem cells work in our body, and I started taking StemEnhance at the time, and I did see a significant difference in my pain, especially with my function of my spine, and my pain levels dropped, and the side effect for that was phenomenal. So what happened for me about 5 to 6 months later was suddenly I had no depression. Oh my gosh, I don't have this monkey mind going around. I don't have this depression feeling or anymore. So it was a bit exciting. This is my side effect because I was only taking it for my spine. And then I've had no depression, and also my reading started to excel. So by the time it was about 8 months, I noticed I was reading signs as I was driving past in the car, and I thought, oh, I read that, and that was exciting for me. And my reading kept excelling, and now I can read like an adult. I can put sentences together, because I was diagnosed as dyslexic in my 20s, and I couldn't really structure sentences properly. And now I can. So I'm grateful for the products, and I'll never go off StemEnhance ULTRA. I did actually end up not getting the products for a while, for about a month, and I really plummeted, and I just couldn't even remember my spiel at the stand, couldn't function with my sentences, and I was just standing in the shower just crying and thinking, what's going on? So I rang Linda, and she said, because you don't have the PEA, the phenylethylamine, you need the algae in the product. So I'm really grateful to understand that that's what I need.